The Rosneft Ryazan oil refinery, one of the top 5 largest in Russia and a supplier of fuel to the Moscow region, has halted shipments, reports Reuters. On the night of January 24th, Ukrainian drones attacked the production facilities of the Ryazan oil refining company and the Ryazan oil pumping station, confirmed the General Staff of the Ukrainian Armed Forces. According to Reuters sources, the attack caused a large-scale fire at the oil storage facility, damaging equipment, including the railway loading rack and the hydroprocessing unit.
Hey, it's burning pretty good out there.
According to Reuters, over the past year, Russian oil refineries lost 30% of their capacity due to downtime caused by drone attacks and repair difficulties resulting from Western sanctions on the supply of technology and equipment to Russia.
Throughout the successful strikes on oil refineries in the Russian Federation, Western sources report that up to 16% of Russian refineries have been either put out of operation or seriously damaged. These are colossal losses for the Russian budget. I'll also emphasize this disrupts the logistical operations of the Russian occupying army.
Strikes on oil refineries damage not only military logistics but also Russian energy companies as a whole, which in turn impacts the entire economy of the aggressor country. Another blow could be a decrease in oil prices. U.S. President Donald Trump said at the World Economic Forum on January 23rd that he wants to ask OPEC and Saudi Arabia to lower global oil prices in order to end Russia's war against Ukraine as soon as possible.
And I'm also going to ask Saudi Arabia and OPEC to bring down the cost of oil. You got to bring it down, which frankly, I'm surprised they didn't do before the election. That didn't show a lot of love by them not doing it. I was a little surprised by that. If the price came down, the Russia-Ukraine war would end immediately. Right now, the price is high enough that that war will continue. You got to bring down the oil price. You got to end that war.
A decrease in oil prices to $45 per barrel could force Putin to sit at the negotiation table, stated U.S. Special Representative for Ukraine and Russia Kit Kellogg. Tighter sanctions on the Russian oil industry will be an additional tool to pressure the aggressor country. Failing oil prices would reduce federal budget revenues and could undermine the stability of the regime, analysts at the Institute of the Study of War believe. This could lead to a decrease in Russia's share of the global oil market, thereby reducing its influence on the world stage. The Kremlin will try to prevent this from happening.
Putin's attempt to portray lower oil prices as against U.S. interests suggests that Putin is afraid of the harm such policies would cause Russia and is trying to persuade Trump to abandon these proposals without having to concede to Trump's incentive on meaningful negotiations to end the war. From the report of the Institute for the Study of War.
On January 10th, the US and the UK imposed sweeping sanctions on Russia's oil industry. The restrictions affected major Russian oil extraction and insurance companies, service providers in the oil and the gas sector, Russian officials, and vessels from Russia's shadow fleet. The new US sanctions have forced India and China, the largest buyers of Russian oil, to look for new suppliers. Reported by Alexandra Zaslavets, Natalia Husak, Volodymyr Shtengelov, UATV News.